I think it looks fine. I think the only problem has here is the lighting. Like, there's not enough lighting.
Yeah.
It's way too dark.
It's a spaceship that is an amalgam between the inside of a toaster and the inside of a fleshlight.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
see. Like a lit up toaster, like
Fair enough.
all hot.
Yeah, I think people get used to it eventually, but, like, I think you should crank up the lighting a bit more because, like, when there's more lighting, it makes it feel more, um, more, welcoming, more warm. Um, but yeah, it's
Let me let's change gears here. Let me ask a question for all of you. Okay. Who the hell would have thought that Donald Trump this week
what's weird Joe
would
Rogan
get
clip?
well, no. Who would think that Donald Trump would get not one, but two Nobel Peace Prize nominations?
I
What
fucking did.
the fuck?
How does he get two? I still don't understand that.
Well, to be
Because
fair, anyone can give you like you can be nominated. That doesn't mean you'll win.
Well, I think we even said that, like on past shows, we say he's probably gonna get nominated, but I'd be shocked if he wins it, like genuinely shocked.
I have a screenshot of my super fucking anti-Trump liberal friend that says if he wins, he will publicly humiliate himself. I was going to share it on Twitter. I mean, I have no reason to share it on Twitter, but I saved it. When he does get elected, which I don't think he will either, honestly. But just for the lulz, just for the fucking memes, dude. Yeah, get reelected first. Yeah, that's more important, obviously. The Peace Prize. I love though that
Hey Apex, are you saying he won't win now?
The Nobel Committee is all of a sudden Nazis because two fucking people nominated Trump, compared to Obama. I don't know if you guys have seen those screenshots floating around.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Obama's nomination headline versus Trump's, like, it's time to end the fucking Nobel Peace Prize. That peace had a chance, it lost for Trump. And then I can't remember the verbatim quote, but it was like, oh yeah, Barack Obama might be the first post-nationalist leader of the world. Yep, that's exactly why Donald Trump won. That's right there.
A storm of wrenches in the chat goes, because I just started a new stream. He says, last time I was this early, Jake from State Farm was a white dude. So
wait, did they stop the race of Jake from State Farm?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Jake from State Farm used to be a white dude in the OG. I remember that fucking baggy-eyed fucking white dude.
No.
He used to be a white dude, yeah. That's so fucking funny.
Dude, yeah, I seen that now. I know what you mean. Yeah, I seen those. I was a bit confused too because I thought because there's the black dude and then there's the other white dude he's talking to. I thought the white dude he was talking to was like Jake from State Farm.
No, dude. There was a white dude on the phone and then a white dude at State Farm, right?
Yeah. That's how.
It was a white dude on the phone, and then his wife. So it was basically all white.
I remember those.
Which that's toxic, guys. Are you kidding me? That is toxic. That is dangerous. God bless you, sir. Whoever that was.
So you said earlier that you don't think Trump's gonna win. Like let's hear about
me.
That.
Did I say that? I didn't say that.
Did you? I thought.
No.
Yeah.
I've never said that.
Yeah, you did. Oh, you mean the Nobel Peace Prize?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure that he will.
People in the chat were people in my chat were panicking that you meant the election, and I'm like, no.
Oh no.
Well, the problem, I don't think. Okay, so if all things were equal and everything is fair, Trump should win in a fucking landslide. However, there will be cheating. There will be cheating. It will happen, and it'll keep things
Yes, it's gonna be
Interesting.
dirty. The shit's gonna be
Interesting.
dirty. Yeah, I think the
So,
shit's gonna be dirty no matter how you slice it.
Are
yeah.
you guys reading this headline? The darkly ironic, and this is what the leftists have been saying when they saw that Trump was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. It went, but Hitler was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize too.
So was Obama. He won one.
Now, Obama's Hitler. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Jolly says, "Well, I wouldn't call it panicking, Sammy. You say that now, Jolly, but you know, what? But I mean, also, you're out on the sticks too. So,
I don't think Hitler was actually nominated. I think he was recommended for a nomination, but didn't actually get nominated.
Well, it might have been before. Well, because see, like, I don't think people really saw the fucking like death camps until.
Oh wait, he was nominated 39. Actually, yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
you said that, Alex, because that's the reason. That's what I think is going to happen with the Chinese, Holocaust camps. Is I think people aren't going to care until pictures and videos come out from those camps. I mean, you mark my words, it's going to be like that's what happened with the camps in Nazi Germany. Is people didn't really care until pictures came out of there. And the things that's what's going to happen in North Korea and China. The outrage will come when it's too late and when we finally get pictures and videos.
I have been saying that for at least a couple of months on the Whitfield report that the next Iron Curtain, or our generation's Iron Curtain, and it's going to be too late for way too many people in that side of the world. But I mean, it's like the idea of there's very little that we can do about that other than make other people that aren't aware. Sammy, what's happening? No, but there's very little we can do other than make other people aware of it. But once it comes down and the rest of the world sees it, there's no.
I think Sam's content.
Yeah, I can't. I seriously can't. Sam laughing.
I'm sorry, but fucking gay rights, Rwanda too.
Dialectic boogaloo.
What's happening in your chat?
So
It says Rwanda 2 dialectic boogaloo. Okay. I don't remember where the fuck it was. Please, someone else start talking so I don't.
So anyway, I actually didn't expect that joke, but for those that did, I'm glad you did.
So here's a little tidbit from fucking Twitter. The Sundance Film Festival co-founder was sentenced to 6 years for child sex abuse.
That's not.
Well, didn't they like give that Cuties film like a win at Sundance or some award at Sundance?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
That's not surprising. We'll dive into that film in a second. One thing I want to mention: there's some breaking news out from the Los Angeles area where Jack Posobiec was tweeting about this. Love my boy Jack. He crossed 1 million followers. Yo, finally, well deserved. Jack Posobiec's at 1 million followers on Twitter. Not only was there a cool video he retweeted about people rushing to be at the front of the barricades to have Trump's rally, to get the front row seats, really cool. But there's some really sad news out of oh wait, no, it's not Los Angeles. What, LASD?
Yeah. We covered.
Oh, it is Los Angeles. Yeah. A cop car was just sitting somewhere, and some guy comes up and literally just assassinates.
We covered that. We covered that on the Whitfield report like 2 hours ago. So
Good.
no. I'm all I'm saying is it's weird that you guys are seeing it now, and that is kind of the weird thing is John Arcade in the chat says they're both alive. Thank goodness. So
Good.
Yeah, they're fighting for their lives though, so hopefully they make it out. But yeah, I saw it a while ago, but I mentioned it, like that we were gonna
Right.
segue into, and then we didn't.
Yeah, it's. Can I ask you guys something? I mean, I have a bad feeling that this violence is going to get like way worse to the point where it's going to be coming into our doorsteps maybe after the election.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have in the suburbs guns, and when you see that Vice City couple, that's gonna be every couple and every household. And
Yep.
once the first
Yeah.
shot is fired, it all fucking stops.
Well, I also see like after this election, I can see like if once Trump wins,
Oh yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot bigger Fed impact on all these cities because it looks like these cities are just saying fuck you to Trump or whatever. I think there's going to be some federal. I think there's going to be federal imprints, and there already is. The people are already getting arrested by the fucking troves, and they're going to be serving serious time. Especially the people that are crossing that are crossing from other states, and they're getting caught. They're getting hit hard too. Like there's not going to be a DA that's going to be saving them. Like you get caught federally. You're doing hard fucking time. And
yeah. Well, to answer your question, from my answer to your question, Sammy, is I do think that we're going to see more of this kind of violence, but I also agree with, I think that was Alex that said we're going to see more of these fucking suburban fucking moms and dads type of situations, and the more it's gonna take 2 or 3 per community, depending on how small or large that community is. There are too many fucking guns, and there are too many people that think like we do that don't speak out openly on the internet or even to their friends or family. They will do it when there are fucking torch burners on their goddamn doorstep trying to hurt and take their things and you know what I mean?
Also, it wouldn't surprise me if Trump starts cracking down hard, like on the after the second, in the start of the second term. You wouldn't surprise me at all if he started cracking down, heave-hoing on all of these, like the people that are giving money to these people, the people that are like money, resources, all that stuff. These guys that are enabling, that are sheltering some of these people, they're paying for their plane tickets, they're paying for the hotel rooms, all that stuff. It wouldn't surprise me if the DOJ started cracking down hard on all of these guys.
I actually agree with that, and I said this I think last week on the Whitfield report, and I made some like half-baked fucking analogy to like a Saiyan force, like a Super Saiyan form for Trump, and in regards to his draining of the swamp and shit. We're like, the number one excuse that I get from my liberal friends about Obama is he was a good man, a good politician that was bogged down by the system, which of course, obviously they can't apply that same metric to Trump in any respect, but that's kind of besides the point. Shit.
And I would say too that this
sorry, guys, I
violence
dropped
is
my
gonna get worse when Trump wins on election night, because he's gonna win by a bigger margin on election night than he does in a few days, because the mail-ins get counted. It's gonna be mostly Democrats. So election night, he's gonna look like he has like the landslide of all landslides, and people are gonna freak the fuck out on the left, and they're gonna use it as an excuse too. That's the other thing. It's like the people really behind this, they know what they're doing. They're not super emotional and impulsive. They know exactly what they're doing, so they just go, okay, perfect time to bring up some Antifa, stir some racial tensions, get Black Lives Matter on the streets. Like they're gonna orchestrate this shit, and then there's gonna be a lot of crazy shit when the mail's getting counted. People are gonna be losing their minds, more riots in the street, shit like that. And then when Trump finally wins in the end, they're gonna freak the fuck out even more. And then when he gets inaugurated, they're gonna freak the fuck out even more. And it's gonna take a few weeks after that for things to calm down, because Trump's probably gonna do some big bold action, depending if he has the full house and everything. And it's It's gonna be a
I
few.
think,
It's gonna be
well,
crazy
I
for a
mean, I
while.
think that's you just described exactly why, like, people like me who have remained relatively politically neutral for the majority of my adult life after I was like, uh, I got over the whole liberal thing. I was like, you know what? I don't care about either of any of these things. I just want to do my life, my family, and not care about much of that, which was obviously narrow-sighted because the politics around in my country matter to the things that I'm trying to raise and do. You know what I mean? So it's just
Mhm.
naivety, I guess you could call it.
Also,
But
not to
go ahead.
totally go off gears here, but has anybody seen this? I saw this that one morning, in San Francisco, the footage and all the pictures from when the wildfires were getting real bad and like
Oh
turning the
yeah.
city skyline like Blade Runner 2049 fucking like orange.
Yep.
So cool but crazy and like wild.
Say I'm going to talk about like why that stuff's going on because
It's climate change, Alex. Don't you know?
yeah, it's a fucking Antifa people who set the fucking fires.
Well, they're blaming
Have
it
you
on
guys
a
seen
gender
the
reveal.
Have you guys seen the footage of the drone? The drone flying around, spraying fucking like napalm.
What?
One of those to spray these fucking hornets I got.
Or these lantern flies.
Dude, these fucking
Well,
hornets,
bro,
man, I got these yellow jackets. They keep like making nests in my fucking siding. It's really pissing me off.
I mean, listen, you could. I've got it on my Twitter. I don't know where the original clip comes from, but it's like it's drone footage and it's spraying fucking fire down. And you could say, well, I mean, it looks like it could be a controlled burn, but why the
It's
fuck would they use
controlled
a drone?
demolition.
Well,
There's
because it'd be
no.
safer than having a human in there.
I
But
don't know that it
what I
would
understand,
because
though, there was like protesters or something. They started the fire. But either way, like why is the fire? Why does California keep having these fires? And you start to look into it.
Well,
They
it's a very dry it
well,
gets very dry there.
not even just that, but you know what happened? Instead of investing in infrastructure, they started to invest in like alternative fuel sources. That instead of putting money back in like the power lines and fixing that shit, that's from what I'm understanding is what is really like allowing this to pervade. They kept
well,
they
go ahead.
instead of putting money to go and fix these like old ass power lines that start to sag and burn shit, they keep throwing this money into these like solar panels and stuff, trying to be carbon neutral, and that's what's killing these people.
Dude,
Well,
this is
now
hilarious. This is a CNN article. Woman who popularized the gender reveal party says enough already after latest wildfires. The woman best known for popularizing gender reveal parties has a message for the world. Please stop.
Well, that reminds me of another video I saw. Apparently, someone did a gender reveal party, and they were trying to go and make like a little small explosion. Instead, they made a pipe bomb and blew and killed I guess the baby's grandmother or
oh,
something.
oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, like this is getting a little bit out of hand.
What do they do with
Well,
these? Like, what's with these like, well, first of all, what
listen.
the fuck is a gender reveal party? And
What do you
second of
do?
all,
So you do an
Well,
ultrasound. You see, oh hey, the baby's a boy. Hey, the baby's a girl. So it's like let's do a party to go and say what the fetus is. And I kind of I can understand that from like you want to
no,
go.
I don't think that's what that. I don't think that's what that is. I mean, I think that's what it was originally, but especially in California, I don't think that's what that is
Yeah.
anymore.
Well, no,
Like,
it's not. You shouldn't have gender reveal parties because didn't you
thanks,
hear
Trevor Noah.
didn't you hear Trevor Noah? He said that the child hasn't decided yet what gender he or she is. So
wait, Phil, are you just doing complete satire, or does your satire actually, in other words, did Trevor Noah actually fucking say that?
no, he said
Yes,
that on the
he
Daily
absolutely
Show.
said
He
that.
was like, yeah,
Oh,
he was like,
Absolutely, he said
yeah,
that.
oh,
totally.
I do see. This is the reason I don't miss cable at all. I do not miss fucking.
I only
Same
knew
with-
this.
There's so many lulls, bro.
I only knew this because of Twitter. Like it was on
Yeah.
Twitter and everybody else was making fun of it, so then I
Yeah.
had to
Ditto.
see it. Like that's the
Ditto.
only reason. I haven't watched the fucking Daily Show since Jon Stewart. Like honestly.
Yeah, and I'm ashamed of that time too.
Mm.
And
Oh,
ditto,
But
and
at
I'm
least
ashamed.
Jon Stewart was funny. Like this guy,
Yeah.
the same political shit, but it's not funny like at all.
Oh,
No,
for
no,
fuck's sake.
Hot take. Jon Stewart is overrated.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
no,
fucking
I
Thank
agree.
you.
Look,
was funny.
I
Thank
agree.
you.
However, he was at least somewhat funny.
Oh yeah, I agree with
He
that.
Trevor
was funny.
Noah, not funny, right? He's not
Yeah.
The
funny at
problem
all.
I have is when people make Jon Stewart be like God, like oh my God, like when he came back, people are like oh my God, I can't believe Jon
no.
Stewart's back. Oh my God, the God is back. I'm like, yeah,
Amy,
he could be funny.
Amy
Like,
Schumer could not steal jokes and still be funnier than Trevor Noah.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, but
Trevor Noah doesn't even come off as comedic. He's just very like forced. He's the most forced comedian on TV.
Let me put it this way, and I hate to say this, but Owen Benjamin at his worst is funnier than Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah diversity higher.
Well,
Yeah.
Owen
Let me,
Benjamin does have some funny in him, though. I mean,
let me real quick throw an elbow in that Owen Benjamin reference. And did you guys are how many gamers are in this panel?
Yo,
And
rise
were you
up.
guys around?
Gamers
were you
rise
guys
up.
around when the Battlefield 5 the Battlefield 5 announcement came out? And
Yes.
Trevor Noah was at the helm for some fucking reason. And his little monologue that he did about Trev 5 Noah, or like I can't remember what it was, but it was oh my God, I can't even. I'm trying to remember, and it's making my fucking head hurt.
I just remember the whamming super soldier in World War II
Yeah.
for bionic arm.
That's pretty
Yeah,
shit.
bionic arm and war paint and fucking yeah.
Okay, and in this article here, by the way, about these gender reveal parties, the woman who made them says, "Stop having these stupid parties. For the love of God, stop burning things down to tell everyone about your kid's penis. No one cares about you." Okay, I think now these gender reveal parties are actually based. They're not what we think they are. They're not
They
these
are
like.
based. You're right.
I think we need to keep gender reveal parties.
I think what we need to do though is like stop killing people with gender reveal parties. I think that's a common.
That's a
ground.
good idea. I
And
think
let
we should
the
implement
white bombs
that.
blow up
I
grandma
think
instead of setting fucking wildfires to destroy half of California. Let's be real here. Make a fucking cake. Do something.
I think I think a common rule of thumb for gender reveal parties from 2020 forward should be nothing inflammatory.
Yeah.
Let's
One
like
had
cake.
tannerite at it.
Yeah,
Fucking
don't kill
tannerite.
anyone with your gender reveal party. I think that's a safe. Nothing that's that dangerous.
These
You know what?
parties
Let's
uphold
ban-
gender
We'll
norms,
fucking
critics
ban
say.
let's ban candles in California gender reveal parties. All of them. Fuck it. Across the country. No candles, motherfucker.
Ban high explosives in gender reveal parties. Let's ban gun unless you're
No
gonna
tannerite. Yeah.
unless you're gonna be like shooting something, don't make bombs for gender reveal parties. How about that?
Yo, this is some bullshit. Like, look at this about gender reveal parties. So, parties uphold gender norms, critics say. Danger Society's overwhelming criticisms of the parties as a system that holds a gender binary that's either a boy or a girl. One study published in 2017 by Carly Geisler in the Journal of Gender Studies characterized the harms of gender reveal parties like this. It allows adults to recuperate what they have learned from their own gender constructions, reinscribing expectations and assumptions onto the unwritten body of the unborn and propelling. Oh, now they care about the unborn and propelling these ideas into the digital social public world.
Well,
That's
see,
why they hate these.
like, I don't know. I think they're fine in terms of like the gender shit, but like, I don't know. Like, if I have ever a kid, I don't know if I'm gonna go and like make that big deal. Like, oh hey, we know it's a boy. Like, honestly, I'd probably rather be surprised.
Yeah.
That's
It
kind of
pops out and you're like, oh shit, it's got a little pee-pee. And oh shit, it's got a little, doesn't have a pee-pee.
like
all
unless
right.
I'd be like, oh hey, I want to make this room pink or blue. But you know, how about we just keep it?
But
fucking-
no, how about we have to let the child decide what gender he wants to be.
like that's the only reason why I don't hate these fucking things is because you know people who I disagree with are against it.
I totally agree. I will totally admit it. Literally, I am only for these because the people the left hates it, so I love it. The other thing too is remind me of, and this is so random, but like I had another funny story I forgot to mention about my campaigning adventures. I was doing a recruitment call. You know, it was a list of people like to call and recruit them as volunteers. I called this one dude, and his name was like, let's say like Tim or something. I'm calling him, and I pick up he picks up, and the only thing he says to me is, "This is Jim Gaffer," or no, he doesn't even say this is. He just goes, "Jim Gaffer, FBI agent." I was like, "Oh shit!" Hang up, wrong number.
Wait,
I know
Jim.
it
Wait,
was, but
wait. Jim Gaffigan is an FBI agent. That's news to
I
me.
just made up some random name.
You just dox someone. Man.
Nah, yeah, it's not. I don't even know what his fucking real name was. I don't remember, but it's like one of the like fucking like randomest like wrong numbers. Usually you get like people that are like, "Oh, I'm not Alyssa. I'm a dude." I'm like, okay, yeah, I
Wait.
figured that out.
When I used to phone bank for these campaigns, I would always get like these really old racist folks who would always like go on for 10 minutes about like how they killed, such and so in Korea or something. So
I'm sure they're not just fucking with you.
Well, I just one dude fucking with me. I think I told you about this one, Alex, where he was like, yeah, we're gonna kill all those Democrats, right? Or he's like, yeah, we're gonna kill, or no, he said we're gonna bring the Klan back or something like that. I'm like,
Fucking
no.
yeah, this guy's trying to troll you. He's a probably Democrat trying to make you say something racist.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god, dude, the people you meet. Like I had this one dude that came knocking with me. He comes out of his car and I see a fucking like, like a Trump pin, like a lapel, and then I see a fucking Q pin. I'm like, oh no.
Dude, see, I don't fucking believe in Q, but man, I fucking love it because it pisses people so much off on the left.
I do love that, but I have to say, it makes me the whole Q thing makes me cringe when people believe it so much. Like I love that it pisses people off, like I really do, but it's like I wish they could pick something better because it's such a like. Why do boomers love it so much? Like I don't get it.
my stepdad, who is kind of a boomer, asked me what Q was earlier this week, and I'm like, first off, how much time do you have to sit down? Because this is gonna take a while for me to explain. So.
He's a fucking HN troll who spun a web of bullshit and people like it was like a fucking X thread,
Well,
but like fucking just kept on going and they
Dude,
believe.
but boomers love Q. It's like so weird. Like how many of them actually know? Like first of all, most people don't know what the fuck Q is, but like these boomers, like there's a good
Dude.
chunk of them. They're obsessed with it.
Dude, I still don't understand what Q is supposed to be half the time. So,
I know, right?
So,
But they're like so into it. Like they have the pins, the flags. I'm like out of all the conspiracy things to jump on, it's like the dumbest one. I'm sorry, like the Q theory conspiracies are just dumb.
Okay. Oh shit. Island is in the chat. I should have known my one. Okay, so Island, I have to ask you, what does WW1 WGA or something? What can someone answer for me? What does that fucking actually mean? So Okay,
Oh my
cute.
god, wait, there was a dude. Oh, this is crazy.
The-
Hoover Dam incident. Matthew Philip Roy of Henderson, Nevada, was arrested on terrorism, other charge for driving an armored truck containing an AR-15 and handgun to the Hoover Dam and blocking traffic for 90 minutes. He said he was on a mission involving QAnon. I'm just imagining the Blues Brothers, like modern day, going, what are we doing? We're on a mission from Q.
Chris is like, that's
He
funny.
said he was on a mission involving QAnon to demand that the Justice Department release the OIG report, Office of Inspector General, on the conduct of FBI agents during the investigation of Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server. Since a copy of the IG report has been released the day before, the man had been motivated by a Q drop, which claimed the release version of the
Cute drop. That sounds so fucking good. So like a cute drop, guys. Oh.
It
Q alert.
claimed the Q
So
drop.
old, man.
It claimed the released version of the IG report had been heavily modified, and that Trump possessed a more damning version, but had declined to release it. In a video recorded inside his armored truck, Wright expressed disappointment that Trump had not honored a duty to lock certain people up, asking him to quote uphold your oath. The fuck?
I love it.
Sean, speaking of funny shit that happened this week, I think you were there. I think you were there with me, but did you see when Rex Jones completely?
Yo, Rex. First of all, he's sleeping with the enemy apparently. Second of all, he like went on a full-on like rant against the Groypers. You know, he says he agrees with them on most things, which I think he's. I think I disagree with Rex's like some of his agreements with them, but like he's so right when he says that they are fringe and that they really just are good at turning people off.
Yeah, well, and the fact that he was like, and the fact that like that they were basically proving his point because they were like, because he's like, look, I'm not for homosexuality, but I don't want to kill them either. And they were all, and like everyone in his chat was like, kill the gays. And he's like,
What?
and he's like, you guys are making my point for me. So, and then it turns out the fact that the guy who was trolling him was Baked Alaska. So
What? That dude is still trying to be relevant.
We love our cops.
I didn't even know that Baked Alaska was still alive. So
Well, I think according to Milo, he had like a bunch of like drug issues. Like I don't know if I don't want to say it was. I think
I
it was
think
like coke or something.
had some issues with like cocaine at some point. I heard about that.
Yeah, I think it was a coke issue, and he had issues with his girlfriend or something.
Yep. As a further or as a longer follower of internet blood sports than I was Owen Benjamin, or than I have been Owen Benjamin. That's exactly right. He internet fame, cocaine, a bad girlfriend, and then he like fell off the face of the earth. He made a bunch of really shitty rap songs, including "We Love Our Cops," which is just for meme purpose is so relevant now.
Which I have to admit, Apex, I actually bought that song when it first came out. So
oh my god,
that's cringe.
I know.
Please tell me you did it ironically. Please tell me you did it ironically, Sam.
Yes, I did, but I still.
Okay, good.
Why would you spend money to make a fucking irony?
I
love our cops.
Of course. Now I kind of want to go out and blare it. So,
Yeah, try doing that in LA.
Yeah.
Do it anywhere, motherfucker. You're gonna get beat up.
Well, no, I could actually do it in Florida, and people would be like, "Fuck yeah!" So.
Jesus, I go on Baked Alaska's Wikipedia page, and like, dude, have you read this? The first thing it says is Baked Alaska is an American neo-Nazi,
Yep.
anti-Semitic conspiracy
Yep.
theorist, and social media personality. Like, whoa! I mean, I've heard he has some like wacky views on some things, but I didn't. Did he get that deep recently or what?
Yeah, well,
No. That's the thing. Is the Richard Spencer's quote unquote the glow in the darks. Well, and even lesser than those on the side of the alt right or just the right side of the spectrum in general. They have laughed at Baked Alaska for over 5 years of my time on the internet lurking before I started using my voice and even talking in the goddamn comment
Good night,
sections.
Zoe.
Good night, Zoe. Thank you for your half-assed shit talking. It was appreciated.
Half-ass, she
Bring
full
your A
ass
game.
that.
Bring your A game next time,
That
girl.
was quality. What are you talking about?
Discord server, I
Hey.
think.
Listen. Wait. You can't tell them they did a good job. They'll come in and be friendly next time. You need them,
That's
you know.
true.
Hey, Zoe joined the Discord, so
I
mean,
know. I'm setting her permissions.
Hey,
I'm giving her roles.
talk all of us.
hey, I am sorry, but no one is a master shit talker like my friend Jolly Roger. Roger's Bill's water here. So,
No, Jolly and Gabe hold the crown, the secret crown, for me as well.
yeah.
What are you saying about Bake though? One thing I will say before you continues though is that according apparently social media says Baked Alaska was at the Unite the Right rally in Virginia, and he marched and chanted, "You will not replace us," and I'm proud to be white. And he has frequently promoted the 14 words.
He has. All of those things are true. Yep.
Oh, he was permanently banned from Twitter after posting a Photoshop image of Laura Loomer inside a gas chamber. What the
Yeah. Yep, that's also true.
Yeah.
Jesus. I'm a big fan of Loomer, but that is fucked up. And of all the things he got banned for, like, what in the world?
Did I?
This dude is such a grifter. I strongly disavow. He's such a grifter. You know, that's what I meant.
That's
That's the
Grift
thing.
from one
That's the
extreme
thing, dude.
movement
Is
to the other.
he's a grifter. He's the early stages of the right wing internet grifter, and he stumbled into it. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Just like, you know, I hate to admit it, and I don't even know if this is gonna land with you guys or the audience, but Ethan Ralph is of the same ilk.
yeah.
Ethan Ralph,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. Ethan Ralph just managed to stretch it out further
to
and
be fair,
humiliate himself.
He did make the fucking Ralph report and shit. And people actually like listened to that, like back when Gamergate was still around.
Yes, they did, and he has eventually, as I've stated publicly before. I think all internet celebrities, solo internet celebrities, are lolcows that don't know it yet.
No, I say fucking.
No.
That's why I don't mind like making fun of myself though on stream. Like,
You're not a celeb yet. And that's the thing, you know.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, what were you saying about Ethan Ralph?
Not yet.
You know, a couple of times, you know, get a fucking like scarce video made about you. You'll know when you're a celeb.
Was Ethan Ralph dabbling in the alt-right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's been his primary audience for 5 years or so, at least 3, if not 5. It's got to be closer to 5. But
Yeah.
yes, he's a grifter. He's being exposed. You know, he has been, but he continues to truck forward. He's an interesting case study for anyone interested.
You have to admit that had a pretty large audience. So that was pretty.
It did back in the day, dude. No, listen, 2018 Ethan Ralph would fucking burn 2020 Ethan Ralph at the stake. They're not the same person. He has turned into every fucking thing that he talked shit about. That's kind of the point. It seems in my time on the internet, I have watched every personality that I've been like, oh, I like what you say. Let me listen to you. Inevitably have gone this route, be it the Owen Benjamin, Dix, and Broomwax route, or the Ethan Ralph. I'm the best. I can't fucking do it. Well, I mean, they're both the same thing. I can't do any wrong. I'm right. Doesn't matter what anybody says. Start tuning out the hatred because so many people talk shit, and some of it's not real, but some of it is. But you're not going to listen to that because overwhelmingly it's not real. So fuck those people. It's the e-celeb fucking curse, and it will happen to every fucking one of them. I promise you.
Yeah,
Dude, the Groypers have a fucking Wikipedia page now.
well, speaking of internet celebrities, you hear that Jim got cancer.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, that'd be sad. You know that
Well,
like,
and if you were more attuned to to my side of the internet, you would know that Coach Red Pill has deemed that cancer is like an evolution of deeds undone, like failing to be yourself. A veiled accusation that Jim failed to do what be himself, so he has cancer, lymphoma, and he's gonna die. And he never, of course, he didn't say that, but
Jeez.
I know
that
him
was.
and Jim have had some beef.
Oh yeah, of course. That's internet blood sports. That's where I come from. That's where I started on the internet, man. It means absolutely nothing in the real world. Nothing at all. You try to explain it to people and they're like, "Are you out of your fucking mind? What are you talking about, dude?" But it's
Fun, though.
entertaining.
You have to admit that. Like, there's a certain
Yeah.
fun
Yeah,
to that.
dude.
Like Jerry Springer, it's like, man, this is
It's right. It's
fuck.
like Jerry Springer. It's like a series of Jerry Springer episodes that nobody can nobody watched. You can't explain it to them, but you watched it, and you watched it with a bunch of other people. They all understand it, but they're very few, which is
I
why.
can't find them anymore. That's the thing. Like, I know back in the day, you used to be able to just go and look up internet blood sports and find shit. But like now, like the kill stream, they had to keep like cycling between channels because YouTube keeps banning them.
Yeah, I mean, there used to be back in my day. There was the kill stream. There was the morning kumite.
That got
I mean,
because that dude's a fucking liar.
yeah, well, right. They're all fucking liars though, and they just mundane Matt.
Fuck that dude.
Yeah, right. They're all the same fucking thing. They just get exposed at different rates. I mean, Mundane Matt's not that much different than Ethan Ralph, except for the fact that Mundane Matt is just a dead soul personality.
I thought Ralph was honest with the fact that he was like a piece of shit. He beat up, like, he got into a fight with a cop or something while he was drunk.
Well, now the actual fact of that is he swung and missed at a female cop when he was really drunk in the lobby of a hotel, and that's why he went to jail. So Mr. Alpha Chad, Ethan Ralph, couldn't punch a female cop. So
well, he admitted that like he admitted he got into a fight with the fucking cop. Like,
oh no, he's
trying to lie.
Wait. Getting in a fight with a cop versus swinging and missing versus against a female cop. I mean, you have to admit those are different things, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, he was fucking probably shit faced. I mean, I can
sure, of course.
I mean,
it's
it's
just
not right either way, but like I can, that might happen.
From my perspective, not being an e-celeb, not giving a fuck really what anybody thinks, I would play up the fact that it was a female and that I missed the punch. I wouldn't play up the fact that I was a tough guy and I swung at a cop. That's not that's a lie. You know what I mean? Like, that's bullshit. You saw a woman and you swung and you missed because you were fucking drunk, and now because you're on the internet, you're gonna blip, 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 you're gonna spin it in various ways. You never mentioned the fact that the cop you swung at was a female that had to be discovered through A-logs, as they're referred to, thanks to Chris Chan.
Oh boy. That guy, like, I think we should do a video on that motherfucker one day.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's an interesting story. I feel like I have spoke for way too long.
No, man, I
So
love this shit. I love this internet drama, man. That's
oh, dude, no.
from.
I mean, I'm
Like the thing that even got me interested in this shit was fucking Jim. Like even before, like I used to watch him before fucking Gamergate came out, and I saw those videos, and I was like, oh man, this is funny.
Well,
man. Yeah, the
speaking
internet
of
aristocrat.
Yeah,
Yeah, the internet aristocrat, dude.
I started listening.
Yeah,
That's probably
Jim.
fucking like what was it, like a browser based game, which was like fucking cringe looking back on it. But like
Yeah,
there's one called like
Yeah,
Block. You would find all areas of the internet. You used to just go and like join that game and just like try to blow each other up. It was fun.
I mean, to
how
be quite
about
honest
the
with you-
fact that
Go ahead,
Leafy was banned from Twitch the other day,
Oh yeah.
and he was banned on 9/11 of all fucking days.
Are you surprised that he got banned off of Twitch? Like if he got banned off,
No.
of YouTube, like Twitch is, it's even more social justice than like fucking YouTube.
I'm just still shocked he has a fucking Twitter. How does this kid have a Twitter? How?
Didn't get banned yet. He didn't post anything that spicy, I guess.
Dude, have you
Well,
seen
he
what he
keeps,
posts?
he keeps,
He's enjoying
he
band.
keeps making reference to pumped up kicks.
On there.
Well, I can't. One at a time. What was that, Alex?
Yeah, go ahead.
He should join. Like they should get him on Band.tv because I'm sure that would bump their fucking ratings out the roof.
Well, yeah, so I said Censor.tv or Band.video should like pick him up. What were you saying, Apex?
I was just saying he keeps making pumped up kicks references on Twitter. Like I feel like it's every other week. He's like, I swear to God, if I don't figure out if someone doesn't tell me why Dr. Disrespect was banned from fucking Twitch, I'm gonna go pumped up kicks on my local 7-Eleven. And then it's like somebody gets shot in one of these protests somewhere, and like within 30 minutes he's just all the other kids with the pumped up kicks with little music notes at the ends. Like, dude, like I mean, you can't be any more edgy without going over the edge, I guess.
I love that. Though. It is pure fucking internet like culture at that point, man.
No, exactly.
That's the internet that I miss.
It's the Sam Hydeism, dude. Like it's the Sam Hyde. I mean, Sam Hyde is kind of the godfather of comedy on the internet at this point. I feel like.
Yeah.
Well,
you see some of his older shit, man. That was some funny stuff. I'm surprised. Like looking back, I'm kind of surprised they ever gave him a chance on Adult Swim. But like,
I'm shocked looking back at all these people. The fact that Simon Schuster was going to publish a Milo book. The fact that Cernovich was on 60 Minutes. Like breaking the conditioning that happened in 2016, 2015 is still remarkable looking back as to where we are now.
I mean,
the shit they got through is shocking.
I mean, to make kind of like a metaphor, like podcasters and internet personalities, we are the new rock stars, basically.
Oh yeah,
we're the new rock stars, or rappers, or whatever.
Genre, man, like. I don't know. It feels like everyone has a fucking podcast these days, but like very few of them go into like the actual fucking meat and potatoes talked about. Like literally, it's like a fucking podcast for everything. We have a cybersecurity podcast, we have a fucking true crime podcast, we have a podcast about makeup tutorials. Like, dude, it's a medium, but it's not really. You can have many different types.
I think, honestly, though, it's. I think I'm older than everyone here except for Phil, who could probably attest to this. That the internet is so. I mean, maybe we discussed this earlier in the call, but the internet is so much different than it was when it started.
Oh yeah.
And I mean.
Dude, like it's fucking pussified. Like it's not the same. It's worse in many ways.
Well, I forgot I seriously shouldn't be allowed on the internet because I don't remember what the fuck I do. This way too often. Like I forget my point more often than I remember what the fuck I was talking
The
about.
days of the
Exactly.
real internet have, like the old internet, the fun internet, have been gone for fucking years. What we're looking at now is like internet like 3.0 or 4.0, where everything's based off these like huge mega corporations websites. You don't just have random fucking, you know, like blogs and stuff and like websites where you can post edgy shit. Everything's now corporatized, everything's monetized. No one gives a fuck about you.
It's
Well, and
like
I grew up.
it's
I
kind of
also
like
grew up with Napster and shit too. You know, like
Mhm.
before Lars Ulrich lost his goddamn mind and, you know, shut down. And then even after that, there was LimeWire and everything else. But I mean, the internet was the Wild West. That was the point I was trying to make. Is that the internet to me is now becoming what I thought it would be a long time ago, when it was a lot more limited by just the sheer technology. People couldn't. I didn't have the ability to just record my voice or record my face. I mean, I did, but it cost a fuck ton of money when I was like 15 years old when I got my first computer, you know? So instead I made, you know, shitty Flash cartoons over weeks, you know?
Dude,
Look
Right?
at
So,
Talk
but
about
now I think that the people, with so many people having podcasts and so many people having a voice, like, yeah, a lot of people are just screaming into the void. But for a lot of them, me included, I mean, I'm not just screaming into the void because I'm talking to people. That's the other thing. I don't know you guys. I don't know you personally, but we identify on a lot of levels, and we disagree on a lot of things. But we can communicate freely. I'm literally heating up a fucking pot roast and green beans and mashed potatoes in my house while I'm talking to you guys on my phone across the country. While who the fuck knows is listening wherever the fuck they are.
did you
Like
s-
that is amazing to me.
There's this tweet from Ethan Klein that Leafy retweeted that says Leafy confesses he went to the
Yeah.
protest with an illegally concealed gun, saying he was, quote, looking for someone to give me an excuse to shoot them.
Please,
Disturbing.
please,
Ethan,
please
have
play
you
that. Please play
heard?
that clip, dude, because
Have
it's on Drama Report or on
drama alert.
drama?
what's his name? No, he actually Leafy's like, yeah, dude, I don't have my concealed carry, but I went to the protest and I had a gun. I'm like, you know, I can't remember exactly. He doesn't say I was looking for someone to provoke me, but he basically says that.
Oh my
But
god.
here's the thing.
He's probably fucking making all this shit up too.
He
dude.
is. He
Fucking
absolutely is. Look, this
Of course
is
he is, dude.
yes. Look, Ethan is taking the bait once again. Ethan acts like this like moral authority all the time over jokes. Dude, Leafy's trolling, he's fucking with you. Why would he admit to a crime on fucking on a stream with Keemstar? And then Ethan continues, he goes, Keemstar casually eating wings and laughing along. The craziest part is that Keemstar manually uploaded this to his story fire channel. Keemstar replies, subscribe to me and Keemstar. Thanks for the plug. Yes. What's story fire? That's a
It's you
new thing. I've never heard that before.
to-
I don't know how many she's had before. The story, join the Story Fire Rebellion, watch and create the stories and videos that you want while growing.
We need to fucking
Wow.
find a way to upload to that shit
But
now.
Yo, we need to get on this shit.
charge of the recent
And
things,
while
he
growing a massive
had
fan
a
base.
DUI,
Yo, this is
Gen
lit,
Imp
so to speak.
You're gonna quasi like multi-upload to all these fucking random ass channels just to increase our subscriber count.
Dude, I like the sound of Storyfire. And we were actually thinking, funny enough, like our brand and a lot of it when we were creating this channel, one of the logos I initially thought was a fire symbol, kind of like this is, but that's interesting. Yeah, this is let's see, how long has this been around? It's been around since it doesn't say 2017. Yeah, I'm gonna download that right now while I play the Leafy video. This is gonna be funny.
Yeah, I love that guy, man. I love those like old fashioned. They're the fucking last cowboys left. Like fucking Leafy, fucking Jim, fucking all these people. You know, they're the last sort of vestibules of the fucking old internet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, and
Yeah,
you say that everyone
Jim
has.
is your grandfather.
Yeah,
He's the granddaddy, and that motherfucker is dying of some sort of lymphoma, which ain't no goddamn joke. Like that shit's for real. Whatever, I can't remember what. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I mean, going back to your earlier point of everyone has a podcast now. I mean, yeah, that's true. But like back when I started podcasting, like no one even knew what a podcast was. That's the crazy thing.
back in my day when we had the podcast, they thought that was a type of seed.
Well, no. Back when I started my very first podcast,
Seed spreader.
people still listen to them on actual like fucking iPods. So
Oh yeah, man. Now it's a fucking crowded market.
yeah,
I remember when I used to see podcasts on like the old iPod Nano and be like, what the fuck's a podcast? Who listens to those? And then the first time I ever started listening to was actually the Cinema Sins podcast, and then I found Joe Rogan and all these other ones, and now it is like Alex said, it's totally oversaturated market, like it's crowded as fuck.
Well, that's
It
because it's easy to make. Like, let's be real.
Exactly, and that's the problem. That's like with music. It's like the beauty of it now is it's easy to make, but the problem is that it's easy to make, so everybody has one, and it's like we're oversaturated with this shit. And so I still think it's good overall, but it's like that's one of the downsides of it.
Like, let's be
Well,
real. Like,
no.
who actually watches YouTube versus just listening to it?
Yeah, I used to
Me?
straight up watch it, and I still do with certain things like trailers and stuff I want my full attention to, but I will usually put it in picture-in-picture mode and while I'm browsing and doing other shit.
Like fucking honestly, I mean, I'll fucking open up another one and not even like look at it unless it's like a fucking animation or something, or like a live leak or something like that. But chances are 90% of the time it's just me listening to it while like fucking playing RuneScape or something, you know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's the same idea as capitalism on an internet scale, whereas the best rise to the top, the most entertaining rise. You're like, yeah, it's oversaturated. Everyone has one. Everyone can do it, which on the surface is a bad thing for everyone that's just been, doing the things that they do. But I mean, the Joe Rogans of the world, which obviously Joe Rogan's unique, but I think he's just the early stages of this shit, man. Like, old media is dying, and we're watching that along with, perhaps our country. Likely not, but you know what I'm saying.
But like, let's be real.
Hyperbolically speaking.
How much like actual like video content is even on YouTube anymore? Like most of it's podcasts because it's ever since they demonetized it largely, you can't really afford to make like animations as much unless it's like really animation or you have like a Patreon or something. Like it's just unfeasible to put in high effort. So it's like we're just like
I don't disagree with that.
And that's because like YouTube hasn't found like, and I think what eventually, I don't know if YouTube's going to do this or someone else is going to do it, but like maybe make a system that enables you to go and like reach out to specific like people, for ads or whatever, and have them find you instead of the way they're currently doing it, because it's kind of bullshit. Half the shit's, and the advertisements. So you ever seen those like fucking YouTube ads? Like some of those are like really fucking nasty. Like there was like videos of like some dude getting head, and it's like click here to unlock the full video, and it's like YouTube video, this will be banned for pornography, but because it's an ad, they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Like,
that's new actually.
Like fucking blowjobs advertisements on YouTube, like slightly censored, but you can still see a fucking cock in someone's mouth.
I'm on the I just signed up for Storyfire and I've downloaded the app and everything. It's basically just Twitter. Like it's a Twitter alt, but with a greater focus on video.
Wait, what's this? Storyfire?
Yes.
How long of videos can you make in there?
Let me see. Let's write something. Written video, social post, message. Please submit a video. Oh, you have to unlock that. It says, please submit a video application to unlock video. It's easy on the Storyfire website. Just click the plus, create for video upload and submit. Oh, I guess you gotta do that. That way,
Submit that
written.
shit. Get that in there. We get some fucking traction, man.
Let's see how many followers Keemstar has on this platform. He has 60,000 subs. Dude, this thing is blowing. This thing is big. That's the one thing that surprised me. Look, and I've been the biggest. We got to regulate Twitter. Twitter is, still the shit. Like, you're not going to compete with it. I am genuinely surprised at how well Parler and now Storyfire are doing.
I know. Parler still surprises me, and the crazy thing is like people actually interact with me on Parler now. So
Twitter is the weakest of all those platforms.
I don't know. I think Facebook's definitely the biggest, but here's the thing, like with Parler, look, they still feel like a beta software. Like it doesn't feel like it's up to par. And again, it's still a fucking echo chamber of just conservatives. Like it's so that's the problem is like these new alt ones become like echo chambers of like certain like groups or certain interests. Like one is a conservative echo chamber, another is a band edgelord like echo chamber. That's kind of what this fire thing is now. It's like, yeah, it's frustrating. There's like,
Well,
because you gotta get the normies on there. If you don't have the normies on there, it's not legit. It's not truly social
Normies,
media.
normies fucking pissed me off.
the
'cause
normies
I'm
have
one of
no
them.
reason to be on there if they already have access to all the other ones.
Exactly, and that's the problem. And that will always be the inevitable problem. That's why these alternatives are doomed to fail unless Twitter doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's and honestly, I don't like because I heard that Twitter is doing pretty bad, like in terms of monetization. Like, I don't think it's. I think they're probably gonna be the first to go, if any of them, because like Facebook, because of their way they target ads, they can make a shit ton of money. Like all the Twitter ones, and then like fucking LinkedIn, man. That's like that like fucking LinkedIn. Like no one even talks about that. It's owned by Facebook, and that's pretty much the go-to stop for like applying for jobs and shit. In terms of
Which
like,
one?
it's a really, like social network for like resumes and shit like that.
Which one does China hold more stock in, Facebook or Twitter?
Probably Twitter, I'd think.
They'll survive longer.
I don't know how much stock they have. I mean, they have, I think, like WeChat and stuff. Like they're probably competitors.
Dude, when I type in Storyfire, like, you know how in like Google, like you get those like links and there's like sub links below it for like a website, like it'll have like its FAQs, contact. For Storyfire, the first like sub link below it is Leafy.
Well, here's the thing too. Like, I don't even fucking use like Google, and like I always use DuckDuckGo. One, it's not fucking Google. Two, it's Pennsylvania based, so gotta support local companies. But yeah, nah, fuck Google.
You know what I noticed about Storyfire? It's trying to combine YouTube and Twitter into one platform.
Well, Twitter's kind of trying to do that too, so you can upload or those like Twitter combined with like.
It's a little different though. I mean, yes, you can upload videos on Twitter, but like there's there's sort of like a separation. Like I said, like it has videos with views, and then when you click on the videos, it looks like it brings you to a player page. Yeah, it looks very like YouTube with comments, description. It's actually an interesting idea. I don't know if this is gonna work, but this is interesting.
I just now signed up.
Yeah, this is interesting. Actually,
We're doing it live, folks.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Do they allow live videos on there?
I don't think so.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet is right. That'll be a new feature.
Thing too. Like, how do you fucking monitor those, man, for like copyright and shit? Like, that's gotta be a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it looks like they do. They kind of looks like they have like a D Live kind of similar deal with like money where you buy their cryptocurrency. It's called Blaze.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
But you have to go and spend money to go and do a video on there, like a live video.
No, you spend money to like give people super chats, like with D Live, like you can buy lemons or whatever it is they call their crypto thing. And with this one, it's like if you spend, let's say, $5, you get 2,625 blazes, and then you can give those to your favorite content creators, and then they get money.
Ooh.
Boogie2988, it's on here. Mick Juggernuggets is on here.
I know that guy. He did
Leafy.
this a while ago.
Keemstar, of course, with Drama Alert. Yeah, it looks like it's a lot of YouTubers. Okay, who's pushing this? Like, how did this become a thing? Azzy Land, she has a big ad on the front. Oh, she's cute. Yeah, where are the conservatives? We need to get the conservatives on here.
I'm here.
We gotta get all the conservatives on here. I honestly joined these just so that nobody steals my fucking name on these things, you know? And like
Same
takes
here.
my handle. It just triggers me because I love just having it simply your name.
Yeah. Nobody knows my name.
I
You
do.
guys.
I do.
Do you really? I know he's not lying about it.
Mm.
I mean-
Dun, dun, dun.
That reminds me of a certain person I know with a false identity.
Storyfire has almost 30,000 followers on Twitter. Oh, they're from California. They're from LA. Shit. Creative video / writing entertainment platform. Stay lit.
No, it's true. Sammy knows my first name, and that's Jeff, by the way. So now you all know it as well.
Everybody knows your first
Doxed.
name.
Well, I mean, that's the first name, so you know, I never really hit it, but you know, it's more fun being called Apex because Apex is a cool word.
I
Like I keep thinking of that one game, like Apex Legends or whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, everyone does, and I was Apex fucking Gambit before that game came out, so I was thinking of the song Apex by Black Dahlia Murder, because Black Dahlia Murder is my favorite band.
Dude, no one
And
thinks
Apex.
no one knows what the fuck that band is.
Of course not, because it's metal as fuck. Yeah, nobody does. I don't blame you.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my favorite. I don't know if he's internet blood sports or not, but my favorite kind of internet commentary channel besides this channel and my own channel is Hoax Wars on D Live.
Hoax Wars sounds like
Info Wars.
Yes.
Hoax Wars. No, Hoax Wars is dope. I'm a big fan of Hoax Wars as well.
Dude, I was driving today and I saw a fucking like stop sign or something had an InfoWars bumper sticker on it. And I was like,
You just stop by this person and get them to help you.
Info Warriors are everywhere.
Info Warrior.
I love that. That's like the greatest, like,
Fucking information warrior.
what?
I love the concept of like an info war and information warrior, you know?
I know, because it's like one of those things, you know, like when people like create like names for their followers, like, you know, you'll get like, I don't want to use Groiper, but like,
Savages.
you'll get these like, well, you get these ones that are kind of like silly sounding, if you know what I mean. Like ones like I don't want to say like Trekkies, but like it's that sort of thing. Like Star Trek fans are Trekkies. Like they'll come up with all these names, and like I like the term Trekkies. I think it's cool, but like some of them will sound like really stupid. But like Info Warriors is like badass. It's like perfect. What were you saying, Alex?
Star Trek is stupid. It's fucking space communism.
It kind of is, but it was more of. It wasn't really communism. It was more like this is what I hope the world can
I
be,
do
but
not
we
hope
know.
that the world ends up like that. A bunch of fucking space commies. I rather like the Star Wars one, where it's like this more libertarian aspect, like
No, it was imperialistic.
like guns and shit, just like bam, bam, bam.
Imperialist. Oh shit.
Until like recently, like the older Star Wars, like fuck the new
Mm,
ones, like the
yeah.
old ones. You know, that was cool. Like when they had like fuck conspiracy theories and all that
The
shit.
false flags.
Yes.
Listen,
You ever see
I'll
that
take.
with fucking
I'll-
Star Trek? Do ya? Nope.
What video?
I was
What
gonna say
video?
I'll take Obi-Wan, young Obi-Wan over young Anakin any day of the week.
Take any of them over Captain Cuck.
I
Back to your fucking Velocity commercials, you bitch.
Hey,
What was
Peg.
that? You got cut off there.
I'm about to say go back to your Travelocity commercials, you bitch.
Is she on this?
Who was that? Yeah, I thought Kirk was, or that one dude.
Oh, you're thinking of a Shatner, William Shatner.
Yeah, like what sort of dude's like name's fucking Shat? Oh God, that sucks. Like I bet he's made
Dude,
fun for that. Like you're
don't
shit.
shat him because he actually shits on the SJWs. He's like semi-based.
Yeah, man, but he's in Space Communism, the animated or the fucking series. I don't know, man.
Oh, speaking
Yeah,
of
I mean, I'm not gonna
libertarians,
lie. I'm not gonna lie. Jean-Luc. I mean, the Next Generation was even more communistic in nature than the previous seasons. Hold on, timeout. Sorry.
well, from I don't
No, but
from the little bit
no.
I've
But Jean-Luc was still a well, maybe it was just the frame he was in. Maybe I'm just mistaken. But he was still like a pinnacle of misogyny, even though he was like, leader of this communistic regime.
well, the
thing.
early Star Treks really weren't communist. I mean, the latest Star Trek Picard, though, I've heard is like blatant communism.
Yeah.
Also, there's this tweet from E. Miles Chong, who you all talk about some lore.
Dude, didn't he like try like blackmail? Who was that? The one dude who like lit his nipples. And,
Andy
like,
Worski.
yeah, didn't he like try to go and like Yeah, I think he like blackmailed him or something, or try to like hack him. Like he did something really shady with him. Like that kind of history.
Oh yeah, well there's this tweet though, like regardless of like him, like I've heard some bad stuff about him, but he says just libertarianism, and then Kathy Young, who I guess is a libertarian, I've heard the name before but I forget, says quick thoughts on Cuties, which I haven't seen. It's pretty obvious the film was made by a female director to condemn sexploitation. That's a new word, sexploitation of underage girls. Many think it fails because it inadvertently does what it condemns. Others disagree. People of goodwill can differ. That's fine. I fucking like these nuancy like takes. Like, oh, some people agree, some disagree. But if you're calling for cues to be censored by government as child porn, spoilers, it's not. Or calling people pro pedophilia for defending it, please. Not another word from you about cancel culture, free speech, etc. You're just in it for the culture wars.
You see, like I always want to go review that, but I'd also don't want to watch it because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be put on a fucking list. I'd be allowed to be within like 1,000 feet of a school building if I try to even like look at that fucking video. I don't know. I saw like a clip of it once and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I saw a clip too.
Yeah, we all saw a clip and were disgusted.
French film too. I'm telling you, man.
Oh yeah, you did a Nick DiPaolo thing when you said sexploitation.
I get that from Gavin McGinnis's podcast, like him and Ryan. Every time there's an Asian word, they go like exploitation, sexualization.
That's a Nick DiPaolo bit. He always does that. That's off The Sopranos actually, because
yeah, I know. Yep. Yeah.
Which by the way, the Sopranos now is fucking based. So like
really.
Like, who would have thought that the mafia would be considered fucking big? based. So
Base gangsters.
Well, you know, they
Uh,
they're
How's
interested.
it based now? Are the feminists attacking it? Because
yeah,
like, because women
yeah.
get beaten in it.
Oh yeah. There's first off, like one of the main hangouts for them is like a New Jersey strip club, and like you can actually see like full on tits in there too. So they hate that show. It's like there's like there's like extreme violence, and they're like you can see like them capping guys. Like it's not bad compared to what's out there today, but like yeah.
I still need to watch it. That's what I want to do. Like once I'm done this job, and so a few other things I want to watch, The Sopranos and a bunch of other shit.
Raybo Dynamite, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Apex is a made guy, Albert. Like, he's my made guy. Apex is my copper regime, motherfucker. Anyway, gents, I mean, it's almost 3 a.m. here, so.
Yeah, we'll cut the stream. Apparently, by the way, real quick about Storyfire, that Mick Juggernuggets guy, his son started Storyfire, but then he makes a video titled like "Why Storyfire Will Fail." He's literally making videos to why his son's business will fail.
Yeah, like I remember I used to watch Big Juggernuggets. Like he was one of those channels where it was like one of those not really scam, but like one of those fake like things where it was like this dude gets his like Xbox destroyed by his dad. And it was like, oh no. And it, like the first one was like, oh, that could be real. And then it keeps getting more and more unrealistic as it goes on. It was one of those sort of like I don't want to call it a prank channel, but kind of along the same lines.
Why is it gonna fail though? What?
Probably because it's not YouTube or Twitter.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what his rationale is.
Ray, I know they cut fingers because it was a Sicilian blood oath. So.
So they made chicken fingers back in the day, I guess.
Well, listen, it's also how they. What? Wait, never mind. Wait, did I hear right? Are you guys killing the stream? You guys bailing on me? I was just getting started.
I haven't killed it yet.
I'm just kidding.
I
mean, I'm tired too, but my Saturday nights are free to talk shit all night on the internet.
What else is new? Talk some shit. What's going on?
I don't really know. Oh, you know what? I did want to mention for those that were interested and familiar with Ethan Ralph, I wanted to ask if you saw the 2020 version of Two Girls, One Cup, and saw Ethan Ralph's
pornography. I heard about that.
Oh my God! Don't watch it because it's horrifying.
Like I know he's not a small guy, so I imagine it's gonna be pretty disturbing.
Well, and he's banging an 18-year-old, and he like shoves his thumb in her ass and audibly snips it. Yeah.
Wait, what is this?
It's horrifying, dude. It's true.
Sex tape drop.
Who?
Well,
Ethan Ralph?
He dropped. Yes, and he sent this to his 18-year-old's ex-boyfriend while he was live streaming evidence of Ethan Ralph's current girlfriend scamming him for money. It's a
whoa.
This is all listen, this is the drama goes so deep. I get people on my Twitter, like I retweet things like, what the fuck is this? I don't even know where to start. If you don't know what this is, I don't even know where to start. But yes, so Ethan Ralph has currently, right now, has an 18-year-old female that is fresh out of high. She's just turned 18, like this year.
Very good. Barely legal.
Barely legal, literally barely legal. That left California to go to wherever the fuck he is, Tennessee or wherever. And like she's got like both parents that live at home and have raised her. She's got younger brothers. She's the oldest. She's got mental issues, diagnosed
fucking
mental
JF
issues.
almost. Holy fuck.
But
Sounds like
well, but anyway, yeah. So like the short of it is, the ex-boyfriend of this young woman was like all distraught and like, guys, I don't know. I mean, he did like gaming streams that nobody watched. Not like a podcaster, just like podcasters, gaming streamers are fucking a dime a goddamn dozen, a penny, probably a goddamn dozen at this point in time. But he was one of these people, and he's started up a stream like, hey, I know Faith. We've been dating. I have messages proving that she's, using Ralph to get money, which he was showing live on stream. And he pulls, I mean, there is video, recorded evidence of this dude pulling up his DMs on Instagram, like, oh, Ethan Ralph just messaged me. Pulls it up, and it literally says, you should pull this up. He clicks the Streamables link, and it's him fucking banging his ex-girlfriend. Like this fat belly rolling, banging this girl like reverse cowgirl, and it's only like a minute and 12 seconds long, but he shoves his thumb in there, and he pulls his, oh my god, dude, it's so fucking disgusting even trying to describe it. But he audibly fucking like a fucking pig snorting sniffing out a truffle. And like he's holding the camera in one hand, thumb in the butthole with the other hand. Yeah, and so he released it as like revenge porn, and now there's like this whole long timeline of the parents, waging jihad on Ethan Ralph, and they have her phone, they have her whole Discord history.
Oh, no.
And my speculation is that Ethan Ralph is going to end up back in jail because he's been talking to this girl since before she was 18, and has almost certainly been provably soliciting her alcohol as an underage person, because again, the father, the mother have her phone, they have her entire Discord history, and they have not been saying what's going on, but for the last 5 or 6 days just been saying there's the authorities, we're not saying what's going on, but the authorities are involved, and what's going on. It's a wild ride, man. It's like I feel like the old women when I was growing up watching those shitty soap operas, man. It's like an internet soap opera. I try to explain it to people that don't know what it is, and they have no fucking idea. But I still try.
Yeah, man.
It's amazing.
I heard some interesting stuff about that he might be in trouble for some like revenge porn suits or something. But like apparently where he lives there isn't any revenge porn laws. But like I don't know, man. There's some weird shit.
Yeah, no, it's wild. But anyway, I guess we could. It's 2 a.m.
What a fucking note to end on too. Talking about.
All right. E-drama. It's just e-drama. Like I'm just doing my best. It goes
e-drama
way deeper than that. I'm just not as entertaining as the people that I watch that explain it.
E-drama and porn though too. Let's be fair.
Yeah, like let's
No.
be real, what the fuck are you gotta be careful releasing sex tapes. You don't want to be doing that shit, especially now. Like back in the day, before they had these laws, it's one thing, but like now, you can end up in some serious shit over that.
It's pretty clear. It's actually pretty clear by Virginia. That's where he's at. He's in Virginia state law.
Oh, that explains everything right there. So,
I thought you said you lived in Tennessee.
I couldn't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's Virginia. He claims some city. He's always claimed some city that's in both of those states, but it's not the more popular. Tennessee's the more popular. I get him confused because I pay a lot of attention to nuance, but not the real important things, because there's just too much information sometimes, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember where I'm pretty sure he's Guntsville, Virginia. Because You guys, I mean, you know the lore on the gun, right? You've seen that picture of the.
God, I don't know if I did.
Oh my God. Never mind. Let's end the show. Just get it over with. Cut the cord, man, because I'm gonna gross everybody out.
Off air conversation. Well, folks, thank you for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Whitfield Report in 2 parts. For those listening on the audio podcast, thanks for bearing with us for the past, 3-4 hours. Really appreciate it. From all of us here at NGC Studios and Versa Media Studios, thank you for watching. God bless and God save this great nation. And we will see you on. And we will see you on the next episode of the Whitfield Report.
Love you guys.
Sean, he's still on.